Friends, welcome back to She's Crafty. We are working through the Let's Make Page Kits series, and we've pulled paper from a bunch of paper pads. What is it? 7 paper pads? And I've got myself a big old fat stack right here. I think we're going to target 25 page kits, or do you guys think I should do more? You can let me know down below. And we're going to see how it goes. I have a little bit of variety now with the different paper pads that I pulled from. So that's awesome. I'm looking to see if I can find my very favorite pens. These are my favorite kinds of pens because I want to do little tick marks over to the side here about how many, how many page kits we've gone through. So now, you guys, some of you guys know I recently got a new puppy, so I may have to stop filming if he decides to wake up from his nap, because when he wakes up, he gets into trouble. So let's go ahead, and what I'd like to try to do, I'm not super picky, like I have to have 4 yellows, 4 greens, but I'd like to vary it up as much as possible because I get bored if everything looks exactly the same, if that makes sense to you. So these are going to be heavy to go through. And and I have a shelf that, like, my desk is like an old war era desk. And it has like a pull-out shelf thing right off to the side. So I'll be putting my page kits as I go over there. So now what we have to decide, am I going to do individual page kits, or will I end up getting like 2 layouts out of each? Let's just see how it goes, because sometimes that happens. And also what I do when I make my page kits is I pull papers together, right? And you don't use every scrap of every paper on each layout that you do. So when I use them from whichever the first page kit, then I'll put those into a nice little drawer or a bin or whatever, and then I'll have those scraps for the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And maybe, depending on how this series goes, we'll make kits again from our leftovers. So we'll just see how it goes, but that can be really fun. All right, so this is this gorgeous sun one. Don't really need the balloons. I'm done scrapbooking birthdays right now, so I don't really need those, but I do really like that yellow, so let's just go with it. We have, and I want to make sure you can see the yellow. All right, this one might be more important for you to see. You can see most of this. Okay, so I have this yellow, and I don't need the pink. This is going to be a background, definitely. And these are very bold papers from Webster's Pages, which I dig, but this is so tough. You know, I end up going faster and faster as I go once I get into the groove of making these kits. Black and yellow. I'm going to try to resist singing it. Are you guys resisting with me? Anybody else know what I'm talking about? Okay, I'm going black and yellow, black and yellow. Okay. I have a horrible voice, so I'm not going to torture anybody with my horrible voice. I really think I'm feeling the black and yellow of that. I love this. It's kind of like a lipstick pink. I really like this, except I know I want to use it as a background. All right, that's pretty. Oh, here's a cut apart. I remember how I talked about in my last video, if I see a cut apart, I'm going to put it up top on my desk so that I can use those cut aparts for all kinds of different pages, not just this. Okay. And now, also, I have no idea what my photos will be for any of this, so we're just going to go for it. Now, this is interesting because it's a much smaller version of the dot. Don't like that. It's a much smaller version of the dot. It is thinner, and it has little tiny pink hearts, so it could be black, yellow, and pink. And I'm kind of feeling that. So black, yellow, and pink is what I have going here. So what I'd really like to do is find one more pink. Now, this isn't like vintagey per se, and I'd probably have it facing like that actually when the time comes, and my photo will be right there, no doubt. So let me find some form of pink, because I love that sweet little pink that's in there. It's cute. Oh, Oh, that's kind of cute. So we have bigger hearts. What do you guys think? Okay, page kit 1. Let me do my little tick mark over here. And some of these pages, like clearly they got bent in my books. So, oh, I need to go get some computer paper. I always put like an 8.5 by 11 piece of computer paper in between my pages. So give me 1 second, I gotta go get that. All right, my friends, I actually had a slight little break because I got waylaid for a couple days. So this is where we ended. I ran off and got my handy dandy computer paper. Does anybody else get the driest hands ever the moment you start touching scrapbooking paper? I do. Anywho, so I always put a piece of computer paper in between. Now, the guru of all gurus, Nicole Jones, when she does this, she puts what she calls a recipe card. Here we would call it an index card. But that's just not quite big enough for me because once I start adding embellishments or if I see little bits and pieces I want to put in, that's just not going to fly for me. So I need something a little bigger, and I just keep reusing the same computer paper over and over and over again. So let's put this one aside. On my desk, I have this cool, this big desk here. It's like a war era desk where it's metal on the bottom and it's got this laminate counter, and it has a really cool like pull out extension arm where I can put papers and stuff when I'm scrapbooking. So when I say over there, that's what I mean. That's what I'm doing. All right, so we only have one whole one done, and I'm still blathering. So let me go ahead and get my sticky so that I will note down what I have done. My puppy is sleeping, so we might be able to get a little traction. Okay, so let's see. I don't want to pull them all from the same collection in the very beginning because that gets a little boring. And my first kit is kind of, what do we have? Yellow, black, and white, which I am a fan of, but look at this. I like this for my next one. Not sure if it'll be the background or not. I think that's what I like for my next one. I don't know. I also really like this. This is gorgeous because I know I would fussy cut these guys out. Lime green. Oh, guys, which one do I want to use? All right, let me go with this. This would definitely be a background. I like this gray, and it also has this like scuffy geometric thing going on. I like the airplanes. You know, one of my subbies, like we're going through talking about what people would like to see from me. Ooh, I kind of like that because I know I would just use this for matting. What they would like to see from me for different kits, because I love to build kits with you guys. And one of the things they asked was about masculine kits, and that was one of the last people that brought something up to me. So I think I'm going to go with this one. So I have this really great mid-tone blue. You know, there's some different tones. This great airplane paper. No idea what I'm going to do with that. We're not flying. My kid's not into flying, any of that. But I also have this paper here. The backside, which is gorgeous. Arguably absolutely gorgeous. But I like this because it's going to play as a solid cardstock, you know, because I'm not going to use this piece right there. I might put my photo right over that though. But I can mat with it, you know, my whole layout. And am I saying that right way? Sometimes I don't say things the right way. You know, I can do this with it, and then I can use the inside bits, and I still have this great airplane stuff. So, phew, that's a long way for saying that's going to be page kit number 2. Tick mark up here. Did we decide how many I was making? I kept vacillating between, do I make 10? Do I make 20? Do I make 25? Do I make 30? So we'll just see how it goes. I also am getting some really fun ideas going. I really like that. Some fun ideas going for my 6x6 page kit series that I'm going to do. This is a lot more of a scuffy vibe, but ooh, I kind of like that together. I think they're 2 different collections. They are, which I don't care if things are 2 different collections, but I do love pattern with pattern with pattern. So I'm feeling that right now. Very cool. You know what it is? I love gray in scrapbooking. It always grabs me. I wouldn't mind getting some of that more peachy tone or gray or something in here. Now, These are so heavy, guys. Let me see. Is this too white? This one? Now this one over here. Oh, you know what? That's more of an elephant gray and that's more of a steel gray. Very cool though. Very cool. All right, so I know I have these two. What do we need? Do we need, oh yes. Guys, look at, did I do another black stripe? Look at this with that same pink tone in there, because I know I like this and this. And these are wanting to be fussy cut. So number 3, ever so quickly. Ever so quickly. So anyhow, I did ask you guys if you were into the idea of me doing a 6x6, 6x8 pad series, and you guys said yes. So I've been a little, oh, I know I wanted to do this for a fall layout. Because I wanted to fussy cut out some of these trees because they looked like fall to me. It's supposed to be a Christmas collection. Don't really like it as a Christmas collection, but I do like it for those trees. Now, if I had this as a background and I was bringing in, do I have enough of the pinky of the trees to bring it in? That one kind of looks like a Christmas tree, but I do like these orange ones. Right now I'm sticking with that. We'll see how it goes. But I was thinking of some ideas and I'm a little excited about the idea of doing a smaller paper pad series with you guys. Because I do have paper pads. I have one of those photo organizer boxes full and then they're stacked on top of it. And so I have sworn off from buying any more of them. You know, if they come in a kit, they come in a kit and I'll love it. This is going to be kit number 4, by the way. I will love it, but I don't want to go ahead and get more because I don't use them as much. I use 12 by 12 way more. Now, I'm not going to just toss them. I mean, I could go through and see which ones I want to donate and all of that, of course. All right. And I'm not paying super close attention to, you know, saying like, oh, I want to use all pink, I want to use all green, whatever. But I do actually want to vary it a little bit so I don't get bored. So this, I know this is a Heidi swap pad and I love the funky 70s geometric vibe I'm getting off of it. Oh, look, I got it twice. But doesn't mean I want to have it only with the same collection. I love the gray though, guys. I have, ooh, kind of like this. I am so into the gray tones and scrapbooking. They're one of my favorite neutrals. That's not going to go. It's close, but this is like gray and almost like a bone color. And this has a bit of a green in it. Yeah. So love this, but can't. Would love to, but can't. If anybody was into the Hercules movie way back in the day, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Now, I like this for the inside. I don't particularly like the scallopy edges. Just not for this girl. But if I had, because I know I was cutting those out. I know I wanted to cut this out and the inside. So I need a background that is going to cooperate with my murky thinking. So what color do you think my background should be? What color? I wouldn't mind it being limey green. I don't know how much limey green I have in here. Let's see. Does this work? Works for me. Does it work for you? Because this isn't a white core either. That works for me. So that would be the background, and this fussy cut flowers. This is cut, and that is a really cool pattern to have with it. Voila. We are up to 5 in no time at all. So what else to tell you? I have a spot of tea right here. It's very gray outside. It's like 54 today. Earl Grey, people. It's like 54 today, but it's supposed to get up to 73 tomorrow, and it's going to be doing that through the night. So, kind of interesting. Don't really know. This, I like the crafts. Now, here's an example. This is a great masking paper. Don't look at that. I mean, it's hideous, right? But this, like, for my son's really into his car, or, you know, he cleans his truck constantly. He's into his vehicle, likes his garage, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come out just a little bit. There we go. Likes to do all of that. So this right here reminds me of a pegboard in a garage. So that is a great masculine kind of starting point. Now, with that in mind, I actually don't really care if I use pink for my son or any of that kind of stuff. He just goes with the flow, no matter what. Ooh, now here's an idea. I just said pink, but that's gorgeous. But this is also gorgeous. So let me take a look and see. See, that's busy with too busy. That's an interesting idea. I really do like the idea of using this yellowy brown. So another really good paper for masculine layouts. I know people struggle with that, and let me tell you guys, I am on the design team for Not Just for Boys Kit Club. You can get some great ideas there. They find the best masculine papers to combine there. And yes, I know I'm on the team, but you know, I do this, I am not advertising for them right now. Okay, guys, all right, look at these butterflies with right here and with this color. Now, I know that if this is my background, I would be covering this right here. So I'm thinking of some kind of a strip I could possibly put here because, or like even if I had just a triangle's worth right there, because that's not my jam. But I like this. I like this. Let's look for one more because I'm trying to put 3 papers in with each. And with these being paper pads, I have just like white on the back of most of them. I think the Webster's Pages actually has a real color. Yeah, like they're double-sided is what I mean. So any of these colors, I'd love to pull into this. I already have the yellow, so like this bright blue would be great. The greenish, if it has enough saturation, would be great. And also this mulberry is ever so pretty. And I see kind of a mulberry color back here. What do you guys think about that with little words? Do you guys like that together? I like that together. And yes, I'll use butterflies on my son's stuff. Now, it's more into this tone than in the deeper tone, but in that case, I can just cut more of those out, or at least make sure I have 3 on the page. Yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm liking that. I think that would be gorgeous. Like I could just put a whole strip of this down the side and then fussy cut these butterflies and have them go on the seam or something. That would be nifty. All right, number 6. Number 6. Now, today I'm just going through and making page kits. Next, after that, I'm going to go through my embellishments. And I think I'll start with embellishments I've already opened. Like, for example, here on my desk, I have this handy dandy Cocoa Vanilla. It's from Make-A-Wish. It's a sticker set. So like something like this that I've already used pieces of. I think that's what I'm going to do this time to do my jumping off point or my starting off point with embellishments. Because, I mean, I'm sure I have new packages of stuff, but why not get some stuff used, right? So I'm hoping against hope that my puppy, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go like this and get rid of half of them for now. And then I'll shuffle them, kind of like a deck of cards. My puppy is sleeping right now, so he is so active in the early part of the day. Like after 7 or 8, he poops out and he's fine. I'm not as much into the distress stuff anymore. That's why you see me kind of pass by it. And this was that Christmas, it was a Christmas collection. I do like this yellow though. And that's a cool thing. Like we have these paper pads, right? And it says, or they're titled whatever the holidays are, but this clearly does not have to be a Christmas holiday, whatever. This is like a really saturated primary. It has scuffy bits. It would work for all kinds of things. For me, that would be really great for sports too. But alas, we'll just see how this goes. Now, I don't know what I want to use with it. I have no idea. We could do black and yellow, but I don't want to start singing black and yellow again because I, first of all, have a terrible voice. Nobody needs to be punished like that. So this has much more of a whimsical feel, and a lot of my papers are kind of stuffy, and some are actually like overly pretty. because that makes sense, right? All right, can't do dots with dots, but I do like that. And I do not, I struggle a little bit. That's a better way to put it. I struggle a little bit with doing, oh, it's a cute birthday cake, with putting cream and white together. Now, like in a situation like this where it already looks cream and white, I can go for that, but you know, it's not like that would be tough for anybody. I just kind of like my white with white and my cream with cream, and I actually do prefer, I kind of like that because that's like blue on blue. Except for I don't like that these are approximately the same size. I do actually prefer a white core though. You know, if I get to pick, I do. I really like the slime green a lot, so I might go ahead. Oh, I like that pink too. I might put that on at some top billing. Okay, guys, I'm gonna just put that to the side. I think I'm making two kits at once here. Let me see if you can see that. I have such a thing, you can see a little bit. I have such a thing for orange and blue together. It's my favorite color combination that when I see it, it kind of happens. Oh, that would be pretty too. Okay. Yeah. All right, so now this one. This is gorgeous. This is wood grain. So all things wood grain are good. Yeah. And it has this really great compassy stuff. Let's see. Does it matter which way they are? Okay, so it goes like that. So it's got this great compass. Now, I'm wondering if this is too much of a white vibe to go with this or not. But I'm trying to use that. I try to challenge myself to use things that I'm not super vibing with. Okay, this and this together are quite a dream. So what I'm gonna do, see these three? I'm gonna put these three as a kit. I've got this really great piece here. It's by Webster's Pages, Painted Passport, right? And it's just a grid, which, I mean, that's kind of a background and that's kind of a background. So I'm gonna have to see how I feel about that. And then I have this really great piece here. I think it's crepe paper, and it has these little Kodak, what you would say, like negative spaces. That's really cool. So, oh, and then let's see, what else? My rules for engagement. When I do these, I keep the scraps from the pages before, and then I can add those to the next one and the next one. I do the same thing with the embellishments. So what I would like to do this time, if I can, I would like to do some kits from kits, if you know what I mean. Like, so when I get done with this set of kits, I would like to go ahead and, I like the idea of like just cutting out like I love you and these arrows and stuff. Do I like it over there? Do I like it here? Or is this just too much? You know, it's almost better on like a bright pop of something. So I'm gonna just put that aside there. All right, I'm still working with this one. It shouldn't be this tough, my friends. Ew, look at this. Okay, I know you guys are like, what are you talking about? But I like the idea of cutting out like a strip of the X's and O's, or like strip at the top and the bottom, or like a big old 3 amount of the strips, and doing a band design, because that's like an off-white and this is doing an off-white vibe. Now, here's the tricky part. Let's find something that will work with both of them that is not, oh gosh, actually this works again, that I already used, because it's just that same scuffy vibe. But the problem with this is, in so much of these kits that I was going through, they are all, you know, that pink, turquoise, aqua vibe that was so prevalent in everything for so long. Did I use this one already, guys? Did I use this? They're too much of the same size as this, aren't they? What do you guys think? Like, I don't want to get bored. I don't think I used that, but I think these go really well together. And if I'm not wrong, they're 3 different collections, but I like that this is going to give me a ton of color choices. All right, so that's gonna be my kit number 8. Okay, let me get my computer paper popped on top. There we go. You know what I'm gonna do, and I'm sorry if you get a little motion sick with this, but I was going to show you what I mean by that. I have this little side piece that works on my desk. Oh, and here's the rest of my messy desk that you couldn't see from that angle. I'm one of those full disclosure kind of girls. Like, there's nothing fancy in my room, I assure you. Actually, my monitor that you might have seen, that is very fancy. My son bought that for me for my birthday, and I could not believe it. It's this gigantic curved monitor, and he bought it for my process videos, which I thought was beyond wonderful. All right, so I had seen this. I've got this like sherbety orange, scuffy. I've got this, oh, come off. It's got a little gluey bit. I've got this set of stars, which love the combo. Now, I don't per se have much for summary pictures for scrapbooking. I do have one boat layout to look over, but I don't have a lot. So I really have to watch that I don't do all of them in these brights. You know what I mean? All right, that's there, but I'm sure I can work something out. So I have turquoise and orange, half scuffy and not, but we are getting a bit of an ombre kind of thing. Oh, and you know, people ask me all kinds of questions, so let me go through some of them. I love that. Now this is getting a little Halloween there, which I know. I'm just letting you guys know that I love it. And I'll put it up there because it might go with that other kit that we're looking at. But people were like, oh, do you go ahead and put all of your papers in color order? And my answer is no. And then the next question I had, well, why not? Because I actually like to see all the colors at the same time. They, when I get to see them all, ew, I'm thinking about punching out things with this. What do you guys think of that? What's on the back of this? Oh, isn't that a beautiful scene? Pretty. Because I could punch out some of these turquoise bits, and then I could, with that, I could do tabs and circles and all that kind of stuff. Now, this paper as a whole, I don't like it at all, but I do like the idea of punching out a bunch of stuff from it. That's why I kept it, because otherwise, yeah, it's not for me. It is not my jam. This will get used again, by the way. I love black and white. Black and white, when you're adding it to other things for layout, it's like, if I had my way, and if I had a kit club, which I do want a kit club, if I had my way, every kit I would do would have some form of black and white, or if it had a cream base, I would go cream and white or whatever. That is definitely what I would do. Let's see. So have you guys decided how many kits I should be doing with this? I keep thinking those 3 together are gonna do it. So a girl likes to go with a gut feeling, especially with crafting. And let me go like this. Now I know when I filmed before, this is already 23. So why don't I do 15 kits on this, 15 kits on the next one? Do you guys think that would work? I think that would work. Now, I had pulled this before because I loved this really bold liney. Then I liked the idea, I don't have a Valentine's layout to do, but I can do a lovey layout with the I love you, with these pieces right here. There's so many pieces I can cut out from this. And then I can mat with the pieces I'm not using, right? But when I was looking at that, I also like the idea of bringing in another bold black and white. Ooh, and I could even bring in a little bit of the pink. What do you think of this pink with the lime? Well, I mean, they're actually from the same, are they from the same collection? No, they're not. They're both from Webster's Pages, though. So I think if I use this as a background, this as a main element with the pink, I don't need the birthday stuff, so I'm not going to worry about that. And some of these lovey things, I could have an adorable little kit. So I'm up to 10. All right, let's see. Why don't I do, oh my goodness, I'm going to get a little crazy. I'm going to flip them, or not flip them. I'm shuffling my deck. Now, guys, look at this one. I'm glad I just did that. This is this great bleached out denim. And I told you guys when I was pulling the pattern papers that this reminds me of my Uncle Rocky. All about the bleaching denim kind of thing. So I like this a lot. Now it's bold and there's a lot going on, right? And I'm telling you, I'll probably have to wait for a picture with people in jeans because that's what it reminds me of. I also want to use that on something. So let's see if I have something with a lot more just blue in it. This does, but it's me. I struggle with this piece of paper. I knew I wanted to keep it, but I do struggle. This is close with some of those, and I could do, I think this is the same paper pad. I could do some fussy cutting, which I love. I do love to fussy cut. And I know I keep talking about that, but I go through phases. Right now I'm inking everything. And I like that better with that. I don't know. I will have these like near by it, but they're not like hanging out. They're not like dating right now. That's what I'm saying. I like that better. I like bringing in these deep rose colors with this. And let me see about this. This is such a cheat when you use the same collection. All right, I'm gonna bring these three together. So I have this as my background because that was my main thing I was really digging. I liked the idea of some kind of fussy cut flowers or a big block or something to break this up a little bit. And this is a great paper for matting. Now, none of these are uber thick. Like these are definitely like a light medium cardstock. But, I mean, they're going right into albums. I'm not that worried about it. Now, and I haven't, like I'm trying not to buy paper pads right now. If I get one for a gift, I shan't argue. But because I'm trying to use up my paper pads, I want to use up my baby pads. And when I'm at Tuesday morning and all that, I'm trying to just get like, when I see them, and I don't buy them all the time, I'm trying to pick up like collection kits and all that. Now this week at my Tuesday morning, there was a ton of collection kits. I didn't buy a single one. Actually, the last 2 weeks, I went to Tuesday morning and didn't buy anything. And part of that is I do have an order that will be here on Saturday from a kit club. Oh, and I was really, really serious about wanting to use this because I want to put the two papers together and then make arrows or something. Anyway, so I have the Pink Fresh Christmas collection coming in, and my new design team kit from Not Just for Boys for November is coming in. And then some a la carte items as well. So, ooh, did I just pull this one? Did I just have this one out? Look at this. With a navy, do I have like a navy background? Like not like with all these, I know I won't have a true navy. And you're saying, hey, you get a cardstock. I didn't want one. I'm trying to use these. I just liked the idea of pulling out these beautiful, beautiful blue colors. My goodness. And if I don't dig this paper soon, I'm going to be matting with the inside or, friends, look at this. If I used that as my mat, oh my, okay. And then I had this coming down as an arrow piece. Okay, I talked myself into it. I am pleased. I am happy. That is my next kit. Did I explain that right? So I'm going to use this as a mat, like this, right? I'll gut this inside so I can have some more navy for matting my photos. But if I do that, like I said, I'm in this weird inking phase, so who knows what's going to happen there. And then I have this as an arrow element that will make this girl happy. So great. So that's my next kit. Let me get my piece of paper, put it on. So I'll have 3 more to go through with you this time around. So let's get something just a little jazzier. Just a little bit. Now these were both from Jen Hadfield. And yeah, they're single-sided. I did not have much left in that pad. I think these are actually the 3 pieces. So maybe I should grab these. This would be, you know, a map for some kind of travel. Are these too close? And I was just thinking about punching out from this because I don't dig this. But what I do have, sorry if you can see my hair. My hair is really big today. On my desk, I do have these 2 scraps that were in that pad as well. So what I should do, it's so funny when you're not traveling right now and like you're doing a traveling pad. I do like the little cabin though. And I do like some of the boating stuff. So I'm gonna include these scraps in as well. They were on my desk, they were from the paper pad. That's all I think I had left from that paper pad. And I will make a layout with it. This is probably my background. Really nice paperweight. I like that I also have some tiny words in there, which is super cool. Like just breathe and so the adventure begins, that kind of stuff. Now the saturated seafoam I do like. I always dug seafoam. It was my favorite color as a kid, which makes me kind of weird. So I have this. Now this is a good example for why, let me put my tick mark, why I like to put a full piece so that those little pieces don't escape and get caught up in other kits. So that's why I don't use just an index card like Nicole Jones does. All right. Now I believe, I have my oldest bulldog is walking in here, and he is loud when he walks in because, you know, his hips don't work that great. I want to use this, and this is another one of those examples of a really good background for masculine, for a masculine layout. Do I know if it's going to be masculine when I'm done? I don't know. Ooh, I know I also want to do something with this, and that would be for my daughter. She likes some animal print, but they tend to be a little bit more on the classy animal print side, so I don't know. Like that and that together so far. These 2. Yeah, I'm making a whole second layout again, guys. I don't know what's happening with me. Now this is a total cheat because these are all the same collections. I get that, but we can do that with paper pads. Oh, guys, remember, oh gosh, this is another one. I said I wanted to cut out these triangle pieces, or these semi, what are they, hexies. I don't like the whole sheet. The whole sheet actually hurts my head. So I could do this with this and with this. How's that? And I know I'm supposed to be working on that. I'm working on it. Give me a second. Okay, so that's going to be 14. I'm on 14 page kit. I will put like that over there. Okay, trying to concentrate on this. Maybe something that would be gorgeous with it. And it's such a cheat, guys. I mean, it's the same like paper pad. I mean, you would think that I could work a little harder at it. I mean, those are beautiful. They're like oil painted, photorealistic, but I do like the idea of something soft and pretty with this kind of hard texture. It's kind of one of those really cool juxtapositions. Probably saying that wrong. Ooh, now this is bringing in some of that really pretty pink that's in there, and it's doing a whole scuffy. Do you guys like that together? I like that together. Even though, I mean, that background to me is masculine, but I mean, I'm a mixy girl. I just don't get too caught up in that. Oh, these birdies to me looked like Christmas birds. Something to do with Christmas, and I wanted to do something like that with it. I thought it would be nifty. I'm doing a real quick look to see if I like something more, but I really kind of dig that. So I don't think so. All right, my friends, that's my 15th one. Now what I'm gonna do, I have now 15 page kits, which makes me want to put all of my my goodies with it, but I won't be doing that because I said I would do 30 page kits with you. Oh, and I have a subby that has bought a lot of the page kits I've made before because I'll work with them for a good while, these page kits, and I love it. But if I start to lose interest, I will destash them. That's how it is, which is kind of fun because I kind of load them up. Okay, so let me put these, oh, I need this piece of paper. These 15 aside, they are going to the side. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm gonna reset, and I'll be back with you ever so soon with the second set of putting papers together for my Let's Make Kit series. All right, bye friends.